Hi YouTube, this is Rockin' Robin here, and it is Friday, February 22nd. This is not a 2-week update or anything. I just wanted to come by. I had some things on my mind about people who are pre-op and people who are newly post-op. I am a researcher and I am a Googler, so I have done a lot of research prior to my surgery. I've talked to hundreds of people. I got friends that knew people that had this surgery. I have a friend that her surgery is 10 years out, just to figure out what things are new and different from her, from what she did then and what we're doing now. I listened to YouTube in the shadows at first, but then I start posting and interacting with some of the subscribers here, and I've learned a lot of things. One of the main things that I've learned is that everybody's journey is different. What you do not do, I may do. I may have been told to do by my doctor or my dietitian. I've learned that there are a lot of people that are a little more critical than I think should be. This is my philosophy. I will I will answer any question. Excuse me, any question that you ask me, but I'm going to answer it from my, um, I wouldn't say point of view, from my experience. I'm not going to say, oh, I would never do that. I'm not going to say, um, what you're doing is wrong. I will hear something and say, well, when I did that this was my experience. We're all grown people on this YouTube. Um, I do believe that some people have to learn from their mistakes. I'm definitely one of those people. You can tell me that not to do it. You have to really explain to me why or why not to do it or not to do it. I will listen. I respect what you say, but I'm still going to do what I want to do. So I appreciate a lot of the responses. Most of them I was okay with. A couple of them I was not okay with, but I have to understand that people that have had the surgery are very passionate. There was one in particular I really didn't appreciate. I didn't really say anything, but it seemed a little critical and harsh to me. Um, some of the verbiage that this person used, I wouldn't have used. I would have found a different way to say it. And just because I'm not as far along in my journey as you are in yours, just respect what I'm doing. Just respect. If you have some ideas for me, I'm more than happy to listen. One of the things that I did do is I listened to my doctor. She told me reasons. My dietitian actually. I don't speak to my doctor again till the 25th. But I still, after doing a 2-week pre-op and then doing almost 3 weeks post-op of just liquids and proteins, and after surgery, I couldn't get 20 grams of protein down with the pre-made shakes. I was just nauseous, and I really could not get them down because I was sick of them. So I cooked, I made my own soup. I cooked the chicken until it fell off the bone. I did put vegetables in it, but I also cooked them down until they were almost liquefied. If you touched them, they would just break right up. Um, and the soup was delicious. I was having like spells that I was having headaches. I was feeling like I was going to pass out. I would get up in the morning and I would feel really heavy and lethargic. And I realized that's because I haven't had any food in a month. And I understand I have to heal. I understand that, I can't have solid things because, my body is not the same. I understand all of that. But I also understand if I'm getting up and almost about to pass out, then it's not going to do me any good if I'm not getting anything substantial to eat. So I made the decision, not my doctor, and I will tell him about it when I go back, to incorporate. I have a little piece of cheese, a little piece of cottage cheese. Yogurt just doesn't taste good to me, so I'm not doing the yogurt. I tried to do it, and then if I did I bought Publix no sugar yogurt, but it tasted sweeter than I have ever tasted in my life. So I stopped doing that, and I felt better. I'm not overeating. I'm not gorging myself to the max, and I try only eat the soup. I made the soup yesterday, and I try to only eat the soup when I feel the way I feel. I try to still drink the protein drinks. God knows it's hard. And I know one thing about me, once I, I don't like something, it's not much I can do to like it. So, but I still do it because I know, it's good for me and it's better for my stomach. But when I go back to the doctor on Tuesday, I'm not doing purified. I know I've said that before, but I'm not doing a purified stage. I'm just absolutely positively not going to do it. I'm sorry. So I'm going to have to really chew 25, 30 bites, and I'm going to have to really stick to mushy stuff longer. I miss my vegetables and my salads so badly. I cannot wait till I'm back to vegetables and salads, but I understand that that's going to be a couple of weeks off. But the second I can, I will. Um, but anyway, getting back to my point earlier, because the time ticks down mighty quickly. I just want everybody to know that there are some things that people will tell you. There's some good sites on Facebook, um, gastric sleeve, gastric sleeve journey, and I've just joined another one, vertical sleeve something. I don't know what it is, but people talk about their fears. They talk about it's natural to be fearful. It's natural for your family to be fearful, mostly because they don't understand. My suggestion to anybody that's pre-op, research, talk, research, YouTube, Facebook, talk to friends, you know, write down the most bizarre questions because, you just want to know. It makes you feel better. The statistics about people dying with this surgery are so minuscule after, because like 100 to 150 people per day per hospital. It's just so many people getting this surgery, and there's the odds of something happening with any surgery. So you might as well know that there's not a big stat for people dying or whatever with this surgery. Another thing is, before you leave the hospital, talk to your doctor, talk to your dietitian. Make sure you know exactly what plan you're going home with. Make sure you ask all the questions. Make sure you ask about the wound care, because that was something they kind of ran through something with me, and my mind was on 50 other things, and I really couldn't grasp what they were saying. Make sure you know between the time you go back to the doctor and, that first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, how to clean the wounds, how to change them, how to take the bandages off, when to take the bandages off, what to look for if there's a problem. Also, ask questions about, you know, if they, some doctors send you home with one phase and you can call in and then go to the next phase. Know what your fill up point is. Know what you can't eat. A vertical sleeve is different from the gastric bypass. I'm going to have to do this in two. But this is part one. I would like to do a part two of this. So I'm going to stop it now. And I am going to do a part two.